Good morning, it's time. It's the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Listen, you see we're in the studio, the bass is here, the drums are here, keyboard player is on its way, and the choir is coming. The Staple Soul Choir, they're in the house. And also, the election is Tuesday. Brianna Maxwell, our political correspondent, is here to give us the dish, the latest. It's happening, so your coffee cups are up, your pinkies are out. It's time to get lamped. And good morning. Here we go.
Jeffrey Lampkin.
Everybody get up. Say what? Everybody get up. Come on.
Lamp. With Jeffrey Lampkin. Motivation, inspiration, educating and revelation. Lamp. With Jeffrey Lampkin.
Entertainment just for you.
Smiling
out 'cause God loves you.
Get up and get lamp. With Jeffrey Lampkin.
Somebody turn the lamp on.
That's it. Well, the Lord is high above the heavens.
The Lord is high above the heavens.
And His glory above the nations.
And His glory above the nations.
The Lord is high above the heavens.
The Lord is high above the heavens.
And His glory above the nations.
And His glory above the nations.
The Lord is high above the heavens.
High above the heavens.
And His glory above the nations.
And His glory above the nations.
The Lord is high above the heavens.
The Lord is high above the heavens.
And His glory above the nations.
And His glory above the nations.
Give God the highest praise. Acknowledge Him always, and all God's people say halle, halle, hallelujah.
Halle, halle,
Halle, halle, hallelujah.
halle, hallelujah.
Well, the Lord is high above the heavens.
The Lord is high above the heavens.
And His glory above the nations.
And His glory above the nations.
The Lord is high above the heavens.
High above the heavens.
And His glory above the nations.
And His glory above the nations.
Give God the highest praise. Acknowledge Him always, and all God's people say halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Well, if you know the Lord is good, say yeah. I said, if you know the Lord is good, shout yeah. I said, if you know the Lord is good, shout yeah. If you know He's really, really good, shout yeah. Say hallelujah. If you know the Lord is good, shout yeah. I know Him to be a way maker, shout yeah. Said He redeemed me from the hand of the enemy, shout yeah. Said He delivered me from me one day, shout yeah. Somebody say hallelujah.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Listen, put your coffee cups down. So, of course, Election Day is coming on Tuesday, and I am excited about it. Now, for those of you that have not already taken the time to vote, you still have time to make it happen because, of course, the absentee ballot is still going on. But if that doesn't happen on Tuesday, On election day, we're looking for everyone to vote. And listen, I could not stop. I could not go any further if I didn't bring our girl back. Bree Maxwell is in the house. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I am great.
You should be feeling lovely. First of all, Bree was hanging with Joe Biden this week. I was a little jealous. I said, come on here, Joe. Good morning. Joe was over in Sumter, South Carolina at Morris College. What was that experience like?
It was great. One, I actually enjoy it when any presidential candidate or any president or vice president will visit a HBCU. You know, HBCUs get bad reps anyway in the news, in the media, in the press. So anytime you can go and galvanize or stump at a historical black college, even though it was not my alma mater, I'm fine with it.
It's a good thing. And one of the things that I did realize is that we're finding out, I believe it's over in that, is that the district where Mick Mulvaney is campaigning and they're trying to make sure that the Democrats.
We're trying to get Fran Person to win in that district.
Okay, so definitely it's very. Now what we're finding, before we get to the national race, talking about the presidential race, what we're finding that with the political season, normally when you have someone who's running for president, such as Secretary of State Clinton, because she is in the lead at times, her platform or her candidacy would actually help candidates who are helping in local elections. But what we're finding is that's not taking place. Why is that?
I think just the people are just not energized if they have been the past two elections. And we have down ballot races that people need to be worried about as well. I mean, we can get Secretary Clinton in office, but if she does not have the help in Congress and locally, then we're stuck, and then we have a problem.
Let me ask you a question. Let's talk about the political landscape right now, because one of the things that we're seeing is this. Let's say, for example, you're dealing with the various states, and if no candidate gets to, how many electoral votes is it? 260? 270. If they don't get to 270, then from what I've been reading, that the House of Representatives will be responsible for voting on the president.
Yes, and we do not want that.
Right, because if I'm not mistaken, Republicans control the House, right?
Yes. So,
overwhelming majority.
So we need to make sure that we go out and vote, period. I understand that a lot of people do not trust Secretary Clinton. I understand that a lot of people just don't like Donald Trump. But at the end of the day, if you want someone who has the experience, who will be able to take this country forward and be able to do the work that we need in this country, then you need to elect her. Because Donald Trump, he's been proven to be a sexist, a bigot, a liar. He's also a liar himself, and he's a businessman.
But what do people say to people like Secretary Clinton, who people are saying she's a liar as well?
She's not coming she can be a liar all day long, but she's not coming to your house to raise your kids or cook you no chicken.
Okay.
The only thing that we need her to do is take over this country. Because if we have him in office, we have a lot of things to worry about. For example, we do not want to go to war again, for one. And then we have a few Supreme Court justices who will be up for election.
And that was a very hot topic in the debates, talking about who was going to be able to select. And if we look at it over the next course of time, because I really do believe, I don't think Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is going to be there much longer. I believe like these people are going to kind of retire out.
Yeah, these people are going to retire, so it's like, you know, we have
4 seats could possibly end up being appointed by this particular president. So let's look at
women's rights are on the table, abortion rights are on the table, and whether people like it or not, yes, abortion should be legal in cases of reproductive issues. I know a lot of people just think, well, no, you just got people out here having babies and just randomly want abortions. No, there are times when women need to have an abortion due to reproductive rights.
So when we look at the race right now, because we're literally in 2 days, we're going to have a new president of the United States. Donald Trump has said, they've asked him several times, would he be willing to concede if he is found that he has not won the election. He's gone on to say, well, you know, the election, the system is rigged, talking about the faulty system, but you're still campaigning for votes in a system that you're declaring is rigged. Do you think this is going to help or hurt the campaign?
It hasn't hurt him yet.
Okay.
He's a hypocrite,
okay,
and so are his followers. So it hasn't hurt him yet. I think more people are still galvanizing towards him, but they're galvanizing towards him not in a rightful way, but more so in a hateful way.
I want to ask you a question because, of course, and many of you do have the opportunity to follow me on social media. Thank you so much for doing that at Jeffrey Lampkin and the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. But I was sharing with my social media delegation that if you support Donald Trump, then in my opinion, and again, this is just Jeffrey Lampkin's opinion, you are a racist. And I was, I received a lot of backlash from Trump supporters and the Republican base, even those who don't support him, which I want to go on record, by the way, as saying that Senator Paul Ryan did cast his vote for Donald Trump, a man that he says he doesn't support. But would you not agree with me that a vote for Trump is a vote for his ways, his beliefs, his abilities? Because it's all, to me, if I'm voting for you, I'm endorsing your behavior and the things that you say are the things that you do.
That is true. I mean, a vote for Trump is a vote backwards. He has this whole theory of making the country great again, and make America great again. But when was it ever great? It was probably great for our parents in like the 70s and the 80s. But I was having a conversation with one guy. He was like, America was great in 1776.
when
So
the Declaration.
Theory, right, how was it great in 1776 when we came over and took this country away from other people? Is that when it was great? So it's like a vote for Trump is a vote for a hypocrite. And a racist and a liar.
That. Now let me ask one last question, because of course,
but then again, we cannot blame Republicans for voting for Donald Trump, because if you are a party loyalist, you're going to support the nominee.
But there are other options out there. There's a true conservative, what is his name? Not Gary Johnson. There's another one that is running. Matter of fact, he was on CNN last night and he was talking about, and he puts himself as the true conservative, the alternative to Trump. So if you're a Republican, which is fine to be a staunch Republican, does that necessarily mean that you have to vote for Donald Trump just because I'm a Republican?
You don't, but why waste a vote on someone else who's polling 1, 2, 3%?
That is true. Speaking of this real quick, and I know we got to go, but Governor Nikki Haley endorsed Trump. Now, I love it. If Governor Nikki Haley, and you know me, I love the Democratic Party. However, Bree, I know we disagree on this. I would have, if she was running, I would have voted for Nikki Haley.
If she was running, I still wouldn't vote for her. I thank her for what she did with our natural disasters, but that's still that's not a good enough reason for me to vote for you, because the things that you have did while you have been in office has proved to me that you're not good enough to be elected president, governor, senator, dog catcher, anything.
This is why I love Bree Maxwell. Final question, millennial vote. How important is it to this election? For all my millennials, we have a very strong millennial base that watch this show. To the millennials out there, will their vote swing the election?
Listen, the millennial vote, especially the black millennial vote, can swing this election. One thing is, that's what helped President Obama win. And it's important for us to vote, because a lot of these things that will take place in the White House will affect us and our future and our children and our grandchildren. So I understand that a lot of us are upset because a lot of us probably wanted Senator Sanders and a lot of us are galvanizing behind Jill Stein. But right now we have two people who has the potential to be in the White House, and we need to galvanize behind one of them, and preferably Secretary Clinton, because she looks out for millennials, she looks out for black millennials, she looks out for families, she looks out for children,
Hispanics,
she looks out for everyone. Hispanics, everybody.
Listen, you heard it from Bree Maxwell. Listen, y'all, keep it right here. If you don't do anything else, make sure that on Tuesday,
please go
vote. I have mercy, I pray thee. Go out and vote if you don't do anything else. Keep it right here, y'all. There are some joyful sounds that are happening inside these walls, and I'm excited about it. The Staples Choir is coming back with more music, but we're going to talk to their directors first. It's happening here on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Your coffee cups are up, your pinkies are out. You're getting lamp. Good morning.
Clemson Tigers football coverage, Wednesday nights at 11 on Solid Orange.
Thanks for watching me and Brian each and every Sunday, but we have a new start time.
That's right, On Point on Watch Fox, seen every Sunday morning, 7 a.m. Don't miss it.
Step inside the huddle, Tuesday nights at 11 on Watch Fox.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Listen, put your coffee cups down. Of course, earlier you heard the joyful sounds of the Staples Soul Choir. Now, you know behind every choir there has to be some great leaders. So I had to bring the leaders over just so we could talk for a little while. And I'm excited they're here this morning. Good morning, Avanette and Eric. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Listen, we want to just say kudos. First of all, let me just clap our hands for Staples real quick. And I just want to say thank you for allowing you all to come this morning and to be a part of a corporation that believes in allowing their employees not just to work, but to be able to fellowship and give back to the community. What is that like?
Well, one lesson that I have learned is that because we are blessed and highly favored, Staples has just been such a blessing to us. We're able to come together and fellowship. We have fun. We have food, of course.
Come on, listen.
We
You
are
got to have food. Yes. We'll all taste and see. Or we must taste and see together,
Yes.
one by one and name by
Yes,
name. So I
that's
get
right,
it.
that's
We
right.
got to have
So they
it.
just allow us the freedom to just come and just worship together. So we are extremely super duper excited about that.
Well, let me ask this question because, of course, when you think of Staples, we go in there and get our office supplies, pick up the things that we need to get. That's what we're thinking in our mind. But you all are at the corporate office behind the scenes doing the work and making it happen. But how did a choir come about in the midst of the office?
Well, in 2009, the choir was founded by myself.
You better have that good churchy voice. Well, in 2009. Come on, Pastor. Go ahead, Harry. I just had a...
Come on here.
Come on here. Well, 2009. Holy Ghost.
That's right. Come on here.
But in 2009.
In 2009, the choir was founded by myself and two former associates.
Okay.
And we came together because we knew there was a need for us to come together because there was so much talent in the building. And so we came together, just a small group of us. And just like Ahmed said, they support us. HR is on board with everything we've done. So from 2009 to this current time, the choir has grown to phenomenal numbers. And so, like I said, the company is behind us. They backed us. They back us, and when they say our slogan is "Make More Happen," and we believe that we can make more happen with every note.
I remember when I was working at Verizon, and we used to have a choir there, and so every Christmas we would always sing and stuff. And then I transitioned and started working at Verizon Greenville, and just kind of wasn't able to do the choir. Came back, was on Facebook last year, and I'm scrolling through my timeline. Staples got a choir. You know, like you sitting there like, wow, to see that happen, and you sounded amazing. What is it like for the employees when the employees are there and they hear you? Are they all constantly requesting, or do they be coming to y'all like, can y'all sing this song this year or whatever the case? What is that like?
We do get requests.
Wow.
We do try to honor the requests. We even have the VP of the center. We have HR, like Eric said, that's on board, and they do give requests.
That's awesome.
And you never really know how you impact people. So we've had even the big wigs come and say, I really needed to hear that, right? Because we try to perform at every venue or every event that we have for Staples, and you are surprised at how people, the reaction and what they're looking for. And so we just have to always keep in mind that everything you say and everything that you do needs to be done to the glory of God.
The glory and the honor of God. And you all are doing that. One thing I say is a lot of times people open their churches, they open their venues, and they want you to come, but you all have what is really considered an outreach ministry, and you're giving back to the community, and you're going to continue that giving back on November 12th. You all have a big event coming up here in Columbia. Tell us a little bit about the event.
Well, on November the 12th, we decided to assist the Harvest Hope and Toys for Tots. Staples is a company that does a lot of things internally, but we do a lot of things externally as well. And so we wanted to support the community. You know, there's been a couple of hurricanes that's come through, and so Harvest Hope is in desperate need of just canned goods and non-perishable items. We also wanted to assist Toys for Tots. And so on the 12th, we wanted to bring together all the talent, the local talent that we have in here. Let's say the local celebrities we have here in Columbia.
That's it. And we saw, listen, I saw the flyer, USC Touch of Faith. Shout out to Romel Dash this morning. He's going to be in the house. Cabray Benford is going to be there. I saw Jason over in the studio. He's an alumni of USC Touch of Faith Choir. So who are some other groups that are going to be participating on the program that day?
We have Twan and Unity. We have the TFK. Family Knot, with our local churches here and local groups.
And we got the Staples Soul Choir.
Of course.
Listen, like never before. I just want somebody to grab the mic real quick and just shake their hair, fling it around in the air one time, and just give the people everything that they've got. But it's going to be a wonderful time. Now, is this event, does it cost? Is it free? What are you looking for as far as for this event?
When we got the vision, we wanted people to just come and have a good time and fellowship. We want you to clap your hands. We want you to stomp your feet. We want you to stand up and give God some glory. If the old people say, if I can't say a word, I'll just wave my hand.
That's it, right?
And that's all that we want. So it does not cost.
And you see the flyer up there right now. Keep going. Go ahead.
It does not cost. Just a non-perishable item. So come on in, and if you don't have a non-perishable item, come on in and have a good time.
That's right.
We're giving away
If
door
you
prizes.
Ain't got 5 cents, bring it. Whatever it is,
That's
bring
right.
We'll take whatever you have, because every penny, every cent counts. And I got to give a shout out because my boy Tony G, WFMN, is going to be hosting. So I know it's going to be bananas in there on that night. It's going to be a wonderful time. So when we think about Staples Choir, as you all continue on the journey, you know, of course, you founded the choir. Did you ever think when you were founding the choir, like, oh my God, this is really going to be this big? We're really going to have, like, it's going to get to this level?
Well, that never crossed my mind. The intent was purposely just to bring together the talent so we could sing internally. But you know what? Our plans are not God's plans.
Wow.
Everything that we think is for us is not what God has intended. He has so much greater.
Right.
You know, his vision for us is so much greater than our own vision. So I'm just thankful to God that he's taken us from that place to where we are right now.
Wow, and it's an amazing thing.
Thank
and
you
I
so
love
much.
what you all are doing. I love what you're giving back. When you talk about, and I just want to share this real quick because there are people out there who have businesses and different things, and you're dealing with employees who you want to build morale, you want to build camaraderie. How important is it for them to be able to come to work, perform, do their job at maximum levels, but still have outlets to say, hey, like I work for Staples and I'm proud of it because my company allows me to actually do things on the outside beyond just wanting me to come and produce for them.
Well, the most important thing that I find is that we have to make sure that we exhibit an example for the associates, that we allow them to come to work and have fun. When I started with Staples, it was a culture that I wasn't used to because previous companies didn't even do half the things that Staples does. We are a family unit. We like to have fun, but we also like to get it in. We want the associates to feel like they enjoy coming to work. Who wants to come to work to a place that you don't like?
Right.
You know, so you want to come to work and have that flexibility that you can do your job, get it done, and you can participate in extracurricular activities. You know, because good associates are the ones who do the most or the more for you, who feel good about what they're doing.
And I'm loving because as I even saw, and you all saw this morning, now you couldn't see the band, but the band is led by Cameron Donaldson, who of course is one of the premier musicians here in Columbia,
Yes.
South
Yes.
Carolina.
Yes.
So to see that, to see people who not only say, I'll go to work, I'll serve the Lord, I'll be outside, I'll serve the Lord, it don't matter where, but I'm going to serve him. So the event is coming up. Put the flyer up one more time for me as we're about to go. But the event is coming up, the Gospel Showcase, November 12th is happening in the location. One more time, where's it going to be at?
It's at W.J. Keenan Theater.
W.J. Keenan Theater, beautiful theater over there too.
Yes,
So great
it
place to
is.
be. Listen, plenty of seats, so there's no reason for you not to come. It's going to be a great night of gospel entertainment as we give back, of course, supporting Harvest Hope and Toys for Tots. Will you all sing for me before we go? I need one more song.
Of
And I
course.
need y'all to tear this studio up.
Yes.
You know, the weather girls are over there this morning. The traffic controller is over there this morning. I want her to get so dizzy she can't even tell you what the traffic is going to be.
Yes.
Okay, I want her to get loose in here.
Yes,
Loose in
yes,
here. Listen,
yes.
keep it right here. When we come back, the Staples Choir is going to bring the house down. More is happening as you're getting dressed for church on this morning. Your coffee cups are up. Your pinkies are out. You're getting lamb. Good morning.
Jeffrey Lampkin.
Kennan and Graves is a proud sponsor of the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Located at 1837 Wilson Road in Newberry, Kennan and Graves has the perfect certified used car for you. Their extensive inventory has something in every price range, and they can get everyone financed, regardless of credit. All cars come with a warranty to give you the peace of mind you deserve. Come see Steve and Reggie and find your new car at Kennan and Graves.
Good morning. Listen, I'm here with the Staples Soul Choir. Now, I told y'all heard them earlier. Of course, they sounded great, but I promise you this song, grab your wigs, shift your stockings, get ready. You're about to have church. Ladies and gentlemen, the Staples Soul Choir singing, I Came to Tell You. Tell them somebody.
I came to tell you. Oh, I came to tell you. Yeah, I came to tell you. He said, oh yes. Jesus said, oh yes. Oh, I came to tell you. I came to tell you. Well, I came to tell you. He said, oh yes. Jesus said, oh yes. Oh, I came to tell you. Yeah, I came to tell you. Well, I came to tell you. He said, oh yes. Jesus said, oh I said, if you don't believe I've been redeemed, follow me down to the Jordan stream. I said, that Jordan River is chilly and cold. It chilled my body, but not my soul. I said, I stepped in the water. I said, I stepped in the water. I stepped in the water. Went down in the water. I crawled in the water. I waded in the water. Have you been to the water? Have you been baptized? So been converted. Do you feel all right? Do you feel all right? Do you feel all right? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Lord, I sure was blind, but now I see. Y'all, I've been lost, but now I found. I stepped in the water. I stepped in the water. I stepped in the water. Got saved in the water. Delivered in the water. Healed in the water. I've been delivered. I've been set free. Have you been converted? Have you been converted? I've been to the water. I've been to the water. I've been to the water. I know about deliverance because I've been set free. I've been set free. I feel all right. I feel all right. I feel all right. I feel all right. Oh, I came to tell you I've been delivered. I've been set free. Oh, yeah. Oh, I came to tell you. I came to tell you. Well, I came to tell you. He said, oh yeah. Jesus said, yeah. Oh, I stepped in the water. I stepped in the water. I stepped in the water. Went down in the water. Went down in the water. Start crawling in the water. I wade in the water. I've been set free. I've been delivered. Have you been restored? Have you been set free? Do you feel all right? Jesus is a way maker. Jesus is a healer. Jesus is a deliverer. Yeah, I feel all right. Feel all right. Feel all right. I feel all right. Come on, put your hands together. Woo!
Here we go. Lamb. The Jeffrey Lampkin.
Everybody get up. Say what? Everybody get up. Come on.
Lamb. The Jeffrey Lampkin. Motivation, inspiration, educated new revelation. Lamb. The Jeffrey Lampkin.
Entertainment just for you. Smiling out 'cause God loves you.
Get up. The Jeffrey Lampkin.
Somebody turn the lamp on.